Good evening and welcome to season 2 of hashtag What Woke Looks Like. I am your host, Yolanda, Yo the Spiritualist Hops, and we are in for a treat this evening. Welcome back to everybody. I've been gone on hiatus for several weeks now, but it's good to be back in the saddle. And I'm super excited about our special guest coming in tonight. She is a member of the Female Solution Network, so you've probably seen her around. She was also responsible for doing my first interview when I started this podcast back in October of last year. So before we get into our special guest tonight, we're going to hear from the Female Solution. And then I'm going to play another clip to kind of set the stage for what we're going to be talking about tonight. Stay tuned.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
In my day-to-day life, when people find out, people are like, wait, what? You're what?
When they find out, they are usually surprised.
They're in such disbelief because they don't really know what it is.
Whoa, really? I told them, yeah.
Usually they're a little bit shocked.
Or it's something that they've actually been looking for a long time and they didn't know it was right there.
They get really curious about it.
They immediately go, oh, really? And it's like, yes, really.
No, you can't be one. I get that a lot. Like, you're not. Or like the room will go silent and I'm like, yeah, I am. I am one.
Most of the time it's actually like really genuine interest.
And we can see that they want to know more.
I actually love answering questions. They'll simply say, hey, well, what is it?
It's sometimes hard for me to answer because it contains so much.
It's the most important thing to me, hands down.
It is the only thing that gave me my life back.
It's helped me personally, my family, my friends, and my community as well.
It's not for any one particular group of people or any class of people. It's for everybody.
I get questions all the time like, oh, you've been this your whole life? I'm like, yeah, I have.
10 years now?
12 years.
14 years.
21 years.
31 years. 34 years now.
35 years.
46 years.
My whole life.
My entire life.
All my life.
All my life.
I'm a third generation.
And it has completely changed my life.
You know, we're just people who believe in bettering ourselves and bettering the world.
And I'll tell them, yes, I am a Scientologist.
So there you have it. Setting the stage for tonight's topic and our guest, none other than the incomparable Assata Kirkland will be coming to the stage in just a second. But first, let me just tell you a little bit about Assata. We've only known each other for a few months, but in that short amount of time, I have found her to be such a wealth of knowledge and a breath of fresh air. Assata is a mother to a beautiful 22-year-old daughter. She is the founder of the Soulful Chicago Book Fair/Festival. She is an author. She is a podcaster, among many other things. But I'm not here to talk about that tonight. Tonight, I'm here to talk about the fact that Assata Kirkland is a Scientologist. And honey, I am fascinated and intrigued. I thought you might be too. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Assata Kirkland to the stage to let her tell us a little bit more about her journey into the world of Scientology. Welcome in, sis.
I feel like doing that music. Dun, 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 dun. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Ah. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey.
That's what I feel like doing. What? Yeah,
Yes. Welcome. I am on cloud. I can't even say 9. I'm going to say 10. Okay. I'm on cloud 10 about this conversation tonight. So thank you first and foremost for agreeing to have this conversation with me. I do not take it lightly that you took time out of your busy sleep schedule. Okay. To come and hang out with your girl. Okay.
You already know. Yes, indeed.
And before we get in it and start digging any deeper and go any further, let me just be the first or 100th person to wish you a very, very, very happy solar return. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you. It was wonderful. I like this year a lot.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so glad to hear it. Well, listen, I know that today has been an amazing day, but I'm sure it's been a long day too. Birthdays always seem to kind of take on a life of their own. I don't care how much you have planned.
Well, it was yesterday, so we good. Today was like, smash.
Yeah.
But it's been busy.
Listen,
nonetheless.
I believe, let me tell you how I do it. I celebrate the whole season.
I see.
So if you being an Aquarius from the first day of Aquarius season to the last day of Aquarius, child, it's your birthday, okay?
Thank you, baby.
So I want to just wish you again a very, very happy belated birthday.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. So the topic tonight, what is it like to be a Scientologist? And I wanted to put another adjective in there, but I was kind of juggling.
You can say black.
But that's really, you know me. You know me. I think you've known me not long enough to know where I really be wanting to go. But
that's cool.
I don't want to attach any connotation to it that does not have to be there. Because we know that you are a Black woman.
Yep.
Okay. But you are a Scientologist, regardless of your race.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
So the question that's on my mind is, number one, got a couple of questions. Number one, what is Scientology?
Mm-hmm.
And what's it like being a part of the Church of Scientology? And I'm gonna let you let it rip.
No doubt. So, wow. You know, when you say what is Scientology, it could be a loaded question, but it's not. It's really simple. When you break it down, the etymology of the word, when you say Scientology, you know that ology is the study of, right?
Study of, yes.
But that skill, SCI, that's knowing, right? So it's like the study of knowing.
Mm-hmm.
The study, knowing how to know. That's what really Scientology is about. Because you don't even really think about life like that, but we got all kind of studies to help you really dissect who you are. There's even a course called Learning How to Learn, because who did that? Who learned how to learn? Like, you're just supposed to know, right? So anyway, Scientology, this whole science of this study of knowing, that's the real deal. Ain't no maybes up in here. It's just like, you know what you know.
Right.
A lot of times we live in a society that dissuades you from knowing. You in your gut, but you don't follow it. Well, in Scientology, you're going to study how to just know. You ain't got to suppose it and maybe and none of that. So that in a nutshell is that. But I do have a video to show about Scientology. If you want to show it, you let me know, because it's like a little minute. You want to do that? Like, just look at it. Yeah, let's clear that. Let's clear that on up.
Yes.
Why get it from me? Get it from the video. All right, so let's just do that. So
let's get on into it then.
Let's get on into it. So y'all hold on. Let's see if this is it right here.
What if there was a place that was different, where unsolvable problems could be solved, where science and religion combined? A new kind of place with the technology to unleash your full potential and unlock the secrets of life itself. It sounds impossible, but you don't have to believe it. You can experience it. And discover the true power of you.
I'll be like, y'all don't want none of this. This Scientology is for the big boys and the big girls. Like, you don't want that.
It's for the big dogs. If you ain't ready to stomp with the big dogs, you need to stay home. I'm just saying.
I love it so much. Yeah.
So many nuggets that I pulled from just that video clip that lasted, what was that, a minute and 30 seconds, maybe at most?
Yeah, sure.
And I just kind of wanted to go back here.
Because I want to make sure I answer the questions that you asked initially.
Yes. Thank you for that. First thing that stood out to me, spirit, mind, understanding.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So you see the symbol around my neck, right?
Yes, I do.
That's that Scientology symbol right there, right?
Yes.
And so one of the triangles that's in that symbol represent understanding. It's actually, each point stands for something of one of the triangles. It stands for affinity, reality, and communication. Meaning, if you increase, like it's an equilateral triangle, and if you increase one point, let's say communication, the other points are going to increase also. So if you increase communication with somebody, then you're going to increase reality with that person, and then you're going to increase affinity. In the middle of that is understanding. And I'll just give you an example. So when you're on the phone all night with somebody you're in high school, and y'all talking to 4 o'clock in the morning, you increase, you increase communication.
Yes.
That then increased, oh my God, he liked the same things I like. Increase reality. And then you increase affinity. And in the middle of that is understanding. And so in life, if you know how to, we call it the ARC triangle. In life, if you know how to rock the ARC triangle, girl, I had this dude ask me one time, he said, "Are you working ARC on me?" I was like, "Oh, yes, you know that." Because it was like increasing that communication, right? You've been studying. Look at that comment. Janice said the big dogs.
She did. I wanted to make sure we got her comment up. The big dogs. Now, is this one of your friends?
This is Janice is a fellow sister Scientologist. Been in Scientology for over 30 years. No doubt about it. So she already know the big dog.
I love it.
So that understanding. Yeah, it's a thing. It's something that you want even when you go in for an interview. You need to be able to establish ARC with the person that's getting ready to interview you. Gotcha. So if you're in his office and he got baseball paraphernalia all around, and you go, "Wow, you're really into baseball." Yeah. He goes, "Well, yeah, he's kind of stuffy. My dad was into baseball. He was so into it." He goes, "Oh yeah, who do you like?" And then you go into, well, by that time, increase in communication. Yes. You're going to increase reality. We both got this baseball. And then you're going to increase affinity. Who's going to get the job? Probably me.
Probably you.
Because I found that. Yeah. Got that understanding. So definitely. So you picking that up? Look at my girl Janice said, you know it.
You know it, baby. You know it.
Yeah. So definitely. I'm glad you picked that up, because that is a big thing in Scientology. You actually are learning, you're understanding you. L. Ron Hubbard, who is the founder of Scientology. And I'll, just if you don't know, now you know.
All right.
My homie right here, right?
Okay.
That's I call him L. Ron. So
L.
Ron Hubbard is the author of this book, Scientology: A New Slant on Life. He also is the author of Dianetics, which we'll go into shortly.
Okay.
But man, you're talking about, homie is like, look, Scientology, the subject of Scientology is you.
Yes.
And he said, if you didn't already know what I was talking about, you wouldn't understand me. He said, Scientology is not here to teach you anything new. It's here to help you understand it's here to help you learn what you chose to forget.
Let me stick a pin in that.
Come on.
Okay. All right now, because what you said just then is something that many of us who have embarked upon, and I like to say, a non-traditional religious path, because we know the primary religious paths that are in our society, right?
Sure, for sure.
So sometimes you go and you find something that resonates more so with your spirit. I always tell people, you got to find what resonates with your spirit, honey.
Yes.
Not your mamas, not your grandmamas, not your granddaddies. What resonates with your spirit? But what you said just then was so key, because how many people are there trying to find their way because they have not unlocked that key piece of knowledge right there.
What you chose to forget, you already know it.
Right.
But you chose to forget it.
But you chose to forget it. That's a powerful piece right there. You chose to forget it. And that's really what I have come to understand on my journey. That's really what we're here for. We're getting back to that which we came to do in the first place.
Absolutely.
All of us came here with a purpose. Yes.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to get back to it.
That's right.
We're just trying to get back to it. And something else I picked up on here. You have it says the technology to unleash your full potential.
How about that?
I can't unleash my full potential if I don't understand my purpose.
Sure.
And it takes spirit, mind, understanding, for me to be able to get to my purpose. Am I right?
Well, let me get to it a little bit for you. So here in Scientology, we wouldn't really say, what did you say about the spirit? You said,
spirit, mind, understanding. I was talking about, just it has to resonate with your spirit.
Sure. Yes. Thank you. So when you say resonate with my spirit, in Scientology, you are the spirit.
Got it.
You are the spirit. We call it a thetan, Thetan, like Delta Sigma Theta, right? So in Scientology, you are the spirit. And the spirit in this human body has a mind, which is just a recording of experiences. Right? And then the body's like a car, child. You just, that's what we use on this plane. You just, whatever. But you are the spirit. You and I came on tonight when we came in the studio, we came in at the same time without calling each other. That happens in the spiritual realm. So when you operate in like a spirit, things just be boop, falling in place. And like there's no problems in the spiritual realm. So what I found in Scientology is the ability to operate like a spirit, or to operate like a thetan instead of operating like a human. We actually have a term for that, operating thetan. It stands for operating like a spirit. And we have a gradation for that. We call it OT, OT1, OT2, OT3, OT4, operating Thetan 1, operating Thetan 2. So, I mean, I'll be like, is this spiritual college? Spiritual college.
Kind of. I got a comment coming in here from my good girlfriend, Linnea Ingram. I am intrigued here.
Hey, Linnea, boo, mess with me, ma. You're going to be more than intrigued, boo. You mess with me, you're going to be more than intrigued. You're going to get rocked up in here, baby. It's
and
for the big girls.
Listen, it's for the what we say earlier. Let me go back to Janice. The big dogs. We have to go back. Janice, we're gonna go back to your comment a few times, I think, tonight. But here's the thing, and this is why I wanted to have this conversation with you, Asaf.
Sure.
Is because until you can actually sit and talk with someone and gain an understanding. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about listening at the media.
Yeah.
The gossip columns.
Yeah.
And the people who don't really have a true view of what Scientology is. You have to speak with someone who has lived it. How many years has it been now?
Yes, I've been a Scientologist for 23 years.
Come on, 23.
Because I was pregnant with my daughter. My daughter's 22, and I was pregnant with her when I first started studying. And it has shaped the way I do everything from business to parenting, even rearing her. I remember she was a little girl, and we were on a train in New York. Mm-hmm. And she knows a little bit about the study technology that we learn. Because when you're in Scientology, people don't really know what you do, but we take courses. That's all we do. We don't sit in a pew and pray, and you can believe in whatever God you want.
Yeah.
But you study. So my daughter said she knows some of the things that happen, the manifestations of not understanding things. So when a person reads something and they don't understand a word, they actually start yawning and they fall asleep. So we were on a train in New York, and this dude had a book and he was nodding off. And my daughter said to me, she's about 7. She said, "Mommy, he has a misunderstood word." I said, "He sure do, baby. He sure do. He got a misunderstood word." So she overstood,
Overstood, honey.
That's right. Overstood. That's my word, child.
It sounds like at an early age she overstood.
That's right. That's right. And so I had her in courses even as a little girl, not heavily, because she needed to agree. We're very big on a person being determined for something, and we don't tell you what to do just because we said it. We don't get into that. But I made sure that she was armed. Like, she was getting teased one time in school because she was a vegetarian, and she was bringing Brussels sprouts to school and avocado, whatever. So the kids would tease her. So I had her take a course. It was a communication course. And that course is designed to help you confront things that would normally put you in fear or whatever. By the time she finished that communications course and went back to school, kids start teasing her, and she would go, "You don't know what asparagus is? You're not clear. You don't know what an avocado is?" And then the kids started asking to taste. So you work, you working on you. There we go. Giving her the skill set to be able to, perform well and communicate well. And it was definitely something I was able to do. No doubt about it.
I love that. And I love what you said about in Scientology, you want everyone to choose. You believe in choices.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not common in many religious practices.
Oh, yeah.
It is, well, this is what we do, so this is what you're going to do.
That's right.
You don't get a choice.
Right.
I wasn't given a choice whether or not to get baptized.
Got you.
I was told you will be getting baptized on this Sunday.
Before you're 13, girl, you're going to hell.
You got to do it. You got to do that thing. You got to go in there and you got to get dipped in the waters of Lake Minnetonka or whatever. Sure. Talking about, what I'm saying?
Right.
But to your point, I love the freedom that comes with that.
Absolutely. And I love that you said that. Can I share something with you?
You can, girl. Do your thing.
So one of the major focuses of Asada in Scientology is to emancipate my people. And even though you began saying it doesn't matter what you are, blah, blah, blah. But my thing is, it does, to the degree that we believe you choose your body. And I chose to be a Black woman. But one of the things that I love is that L. Ron Hubbard wrote something called Message to Black People. And what I love about that is what? Homie said this. Let me bring that up.
Bring that clock back.
Y'all better make it big now. Y'all better enlarge the screen.
Okay.
But my man said this. This is the first line. It says, "Completely aside from what it means to whites, Scientology offers the Black people of America a wonderful chance. Now, let me just read the last line, and y'all could get this later, find me or whatever, I'll get it to you. I have a page on Facebook called Black People Using Scientology, so see if you can go there if you want. But anyway, it says, the last line says, look into Scientology and use it to help your own people. You see that word own? Let them truly walk in the sun and take their place amongst the most brilliant people on earth. Stop playing with me, kid. What?
Stop playing.
So this is what this is my focus in Scientology, to make it apply to us as a people. We need the freedom. And I did an event, and in that event, I actually went over the definition of freedom as it relates, as you can find it in the science. We got a technical dictionary, and look at the definitions of freedom.
Yes.
The ability to create and position energy or matter in space and time.
Wow.
Wow.
What?
Let me read the next one.
Ooh.
The absence of barriers.
Ooh.
Look at the next one. Lots of space and the ability to use it. We're not talking about something you're going to ask some other race to give you. Stop playing with me.
Stop.
You can't give me something you don't have. You don't have my freedom. Are you serious? No, I need us to understand these definitions. Lots of space and the ability to use it. The absence of barriers. Oh, this is tantalizing. It's titillating.
It is.
So, yeah, L. Ron Hubbard, hook it up. These are the definitions that I need us to understand. I'm not talking about the freedom. That ain't freedom what y'all talking about.
No, it's not.
That's just not, because you don't own any of that. Right. You're asking permission from somebody for something. Get on out of here. So no, that's not what I'm interested in. So I'm interested in that, amongst other things. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I actually, I don't talk the talk. I walk the walk. I'm going to just show you, there's Scientology, which I told you means knowing how to know.
Right.
And that is, it addresses the spirit. But then you're going to see a lot of people looking at the book Dianetics.
Okay.
Dianetics, right, is a book about the mind. Okay. Through the mind, right, is what that Dianetics actually means.
Right.
Y'all don't start yawning on that, right? But anyway, so that book is highly disseminated because we need help with the things that we have stored in our minds.
Yes.
That's slavery. That the Nation of Islam is real big on studying Dianetics. Look at them pictures. That's the Nation of Islam head.
He is Nation of Islam, child. I see him.
You see him holding the books. What we doing?
What?
So, and this is nothing new for those that don't know. Farrakhan has actually had the Nation of Islam studying Dianetics and Scientology since 2011. What?
I did not know that.
2011. You can go YouTube that bad boy. Just put Scientology and Farrakhan.
Now I love the good minister. Now.
Come on now. So this is data. Hey, look, this data we can all grow from. So
I was about to say that though.
Yeah,
So we are simpatico right now.
Mm-hmm.
We are. We're on the same wavelength, the same frequency, the same vibration. Because I was just about to say, Dianetics sounds like something anybody could benefit from studying.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like you don't have to be a Scientologist to study this stuff.
No.
This is something that could bring you freedom.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Just from you immersing yourself in it just a tad.
That's it. You know what else L. Ron Hubbard said is, whatever's true for you is true for you. And what that means is what? You don't want to be a Scientologist, so what? But get the data. Get this data, right?
Get the knowledge.
Data so you know how to apply this. Because Dianetics really helps you understand your mind, right? And again, understand is my word, y'all. Other people use it, but I'm just saying it's not Scientology. But there is what's called a reactive mind and an analytical mind.
Okay.
And the analytical mind is the one we're using right now, where you're going, okay, and we're talking and we're aware. But the reactive mind is the mind that plays when you unconscious. When people are drunk and they can't remember saying it, or when you get hit by a car and you laying there for a while, your reactive mind is actually recording getting hit by a car equals what you hear, the pavement, people walking, it's raining, the moisture, it picks up all of that. And in the reactive mind, it makes all of it equal the same thing. So you could you got bit by a dog when you was 5, and it hurt you and you was bleeding.
Right.
And blah.
Right.
Well, you could be 30 years old, hear the barking of a dog, and your arm will start hurting. But that's because in the reactive mind, it has recorded that a dog barking equals getting bit equals pain. So the reactive mind records painful, traumatic experiences, painful. So when we have a process that helps clear that out.
Okay.
Let's talk about technology, and that's what we're doing. We're cleaning all of that out to get to a spiritual state where you no longer respond to things like that anymore. So, girl, go ahead, Janice. Janice said, "Teach what?"
Let me get her up here. Yep, she said, "Teach." She said, "Teach the children."
It's just real basic.
That's what I needed you to come and do. I wanted you to come and I wanted you to teach the children because I knew that people did not know. They were in the dark about what Scientology really was all about. And I am so glad that you decided to come and share this knowledge with us. Now, we are already midway.
That's right.
Into our segment. But before we go to our next commercial break, tell us what this is.
I just want to say, look at what we have to study from. This is not even all the books, but when you come to Scientology, I ain't no shade on nobody that study from one book. Y'all do what y'all got to do, but I know in Scientology we got a plethora of books.
Yeah.
What you want to study? Drugs, handling that. You want to study your mind. So I'm just saying, this is just a spread. Yes. This is actually at an event, but this is a spread of some of the books that we'll go into more once we come back from the commercial break.
Sounds like a plan. I cannot wait. You guys hang in there. We'll be back with in a few minutes with just a word from our sponsor.
Everything we're made of contains light. From the sun that feeds our world to the energy that flows within us. With LifeWave X39, we've found a way to put that light to work. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality. By gently stimulating the skin with light, our non-invasive, non-transdermal X39 patches help you conquer your active lifestyle and pave a new way to vibrant health.
All right. Thank you, LifeWave. So I was sitting and thinking as I was listening to the commercial, but I was reflecting on some of the things we've covered thus far. What you were saying a minute ago about the reactive mind, I believe it was.
Yep.
So when I studied psychology and counseling, we call that a psychosomatic reaction.
Oh, I can't wait to address that. Go ahead.
Psychosomatic. It's the exact same thing. So
that's what we use. We say that. Yes, honey.
So what you've done is you've taken an actual textbook term and you've applied it or made it applicable to the practice of Scientology. And I think that that's genius to a degree because so often with religion, we want to separate the science out of it.
And it's not, it's all the same, right?
And it's really one and the same.
Yeah, it's one and the same, y'all, because here's the deal. And when you start to study Scientology and Dianetics, I always recommend, if I hear a person is studying psychology, I'll be like, you need to go read Dianetics.
Yes.
Because it's going to give you a fuller sense of what you're really doing.
Exactly.
Because you're studying something that tries to differentiate itself from or distance itself from the spirit. And they're not, that ain't the thing. But when you start getting into that Dianetics and you understand the mind in its place, then you start working on the spirit so that you can handle that mind, because we have what's called psychosomatic illnesses.
Yes.
So in Dianetics, you'll learn diabetes, arthritis, what? A result of the mind, a result of what you are cooking up in the mind. So you definitely get a much better clarity about the industry you think you're going into, right? Because they got they got the cheat sheet on that level. That's a cheat sheet mode. But if you really want to study the mind and help people, you need to understand it better. Okay, you just need to read it, and be able, so that you can apply it better, right?
Definitely. Psychosomatic teacher Asada, yes. Empress Queen 229 is saying good evening, and welcome in. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here. So what I wanted I want to dig a little deeper now. Go a little bit deeper, because I have to assume that the Book of Dianetics, L. Ron Hubbard, and the Church of Scientology did not just fall on your head one day, like you walking down the streets of Chicago, and then all of a sudden, bloop, and you go, oh, what's that? Scientology? Okay, I'll come. Didn't happen like that, right?
Yeah.
I want, if you don't mind, I want you to tell us a little bit about how you came to Scientology. What was that like for you? How did you arrive here?
Sure. So it's so funny because me and my friend used to have a joke, and he used to take the Dianetics. My boy Mike, what's up, Songbird? He used to take the Dianetics and go boop on my head, and he used to do that. So when you did that, I was just rolling, yes. And he used to go boop. You need Dianetics. But anyway, I came into Scientology for business. I was in an organization. It's a business organization, and the leaders of that organization had the leaders of the different cities study Scientology so that we can come and train our teams. What people don't know is that Scientology has a business component called WISE, and that's an acronym for Worldwide International Scientology Enterprises. And they have consultants. There's actually a Hubbard College of Administration that one can go to, a university, right, where companies are waiting for them to graduate, because to graduate, they have to bring the statistics of a business up for real. And so people are waiting for those graduates, right? There are a lot of Fortune 500 companies that use Scientology technology for their businesses. So what I need is for my people to know that same data. I need us to know how to do an admin scale. That's an administrative scale, 10 steps. What is the purpose? What is the goal? What is the goal? What's the purpose? What's the plan? What is the program? Like, it's 10 steps. I need them to know the condition formulas. Is your business in danger? Is it in affluence? Is it in normal? Like, I need us to know how to graph our production according to those formulas. So this is all Scientology. So I was introduced to Scientology by this business that I was in, and the people who were Scientologists. And as a result, I started to just, once I got a little bit, I was like, oh my God. Like, I remember walking out of the Church of Scientology in New York, Celebrity Center. Love you, Celebrity Center, Celebrity Center, New York. And leaders go there. The word celebrity means a celebrated person. So that was the Church of Scientology for celebrated people. So I went there because I was a leader. So basically, when I started taking those courses, I was like, yo, this is crazy right now. I felt like I wanted to talk to people at the bus stop. Like, look at these courses, yo. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, you could look at it. Financial security. There are courses in finances. You got a course called Knowing Who You Can Trust. That helps you understand, like, people and their emotional tones. Like, are they at anger? Are they at enthusiasm?
Yeah.
One on time management. CP time. Come on, Black people. We need the time management course. I mean, I must really love it. But these are real deal. Look at these courses: basics of organizing, answers to drugs, how to resolve conflicts. This is just a thing. Like, these little booklets here cost $5, but you want to talk about overstanding yourself and learning how to be better. This is what we do. We study, and so all of that you see with Dianetics and Scientology and New Zealand Life Scientology, It is comprised of look at all these people studying. Hey, people.
Wow.
Love it. All of the courses, different level courses.
Look at
big
you.
And they different. Look at me sitting there studying, doing my coursework, baby. Please, come on, baby.
I want to take a quick comment, sis.
Sure.
Naima Latif is saying, all of these beliefs are exactly what I believe. I guess I was a Scientologist before I knew what Scientology was.
Which is why L. Ron Hubbard said,
that's why.
If you didn't know this, you wouldn't know what I was talking about.
Wow.
That's what he's talking about. That's why he said that. Because we do know it. We do think this way.
Yeah,
but society makes you not think this way. And then you think you're doing something else. And so you don't get reinforcement. So when we're in Scientology, we actually are getting reinforcement from these courses, and you're studying it. And look, getting certificates at that. Look at that.
And getting, as we say, certificated. Okay.
Hey, baby. Look at us. Look at us getting our certs, baby. And I mean, this is in a lot of different levels of study, but you are acknowledged for the study so that you know, okay, I accomplished that. I accomplished that. I accomplished that. I just started putting my certs on social media because I just felt like it, so people know mama is working. Y'all see me dancing house and doing book fairs and stuff. I'm studying, kid. I study every week. I turn in lessons. Don't play with me. What?
Don't play with me.
Yes.
Don't play with her. Okay. She's the real McCoy. Okay.
And come play at the same time.
That's it. But you have to find the balance. You have to have that balance. Mm-hmm. I think what I love most, I think one of the things that I love most about, learning tonight, and this is a learning curve for me, guys.
Sure.
Before Asada, I knew nothing other than what I had heard in the wind. So
yeah.
But I think what I love most and what I wish other religious practices, and I'm not talking about all of them, but I'm talking about some, I wish they would embed this type of learning into, the procedures that go along with, I think about like in church, in the Baptist church, in the Christian church. Mm-hmm. We go through what we call like a discipleship training, but it is heavily geared toward the church itself, but not the self, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So what I would love to see, and I think some of the churches, some of the Christian churches are beginning to do it. They're beginning to have like the financial literacy workshops and things like that. But just to have a workshop is not enough. Sometimes you need to take a course, to get a certificate, because what is that? That's a deep dive.
Yes.
Okay. It's a deep dive. If you've had issues with financial literacy, if nobody ever taught you financial literacy in your life, you don't know how to balance a checkbook. You don't know a thing about what to do with the dollar. And then I just do a workshop. Well, that might help a little.
Yeah.
Think about what happens, how much deeper that person can, be well-versed in financial literacy if they're taking a whole course in.
Let me tell you something. We got in the financial segment, we have a course called Overcoming Financial Stress. Then we have the course Financial Security. And then we have a course called Principles of Prosperity, all in sequential order. And before you get into those, you take that course called Formulas for Living, so that you start to understand how to graph that production, how to, like I said, are you in danger? Are you in, and what I love is that when you take those financial courses, you think it ain't no bank account, nothing. It is about your reality around finance. And not only understanding it in a certain way, but also helping you with a better practice. So when you do that course called Financial Security, they got something called the FP1. Oh yeah, that's a financial plan 1, baby. So you learning how to get that financial plan done. Oh yeah, from what, like, oh no, you come out of Scientology. You definitely come out of Scientology smarter than when you went in. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh, it sounds like it. I don't doubt that at all.
It's just that basic. I mean, when you go into a Scientology course room, there are dictionaries all over the place.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell y'all, one time I was in a course room in New York,
Mhm.
and the lady saw me kind of yawning or nodding.
Uh-huh.
And so she came over, because we have an overstanding. When you do a course, it's called Basic Study Manual, and it teaches you the physical manifestations of not understanding things.
Mhm.
So she came over because I was yawning or whatever, and she was like, Asada, you okay? And I was like, I'm good, girl. You know, I just didn't sleep good, whatever. So
Right.
she said, where were you last feeling bright? She's talking about whatever I was reading. Where were you last feeling bright? And so I showed her where I was reading and where I felt bright. She looked at the paragraph right before that and said, what is that word? And when she pointed to the word, y'all, it was the word of, O-F. And then she said, what does that mean? And I said, she said, what is that word? I said, of. She said, what does it mean? I could not answer her. What? I couldn't even define it. So I went to the dictionary to look up of, and guess what, y'all? It had 21 definitions. OF. Not only did it have 21 definitions, we then, because it had so many, we have a book called Small Words Defined. It's about this thick.
Okay.
And it defines of, a, and the, all small words. Well, when we went there to look up the word of, not only did it have the definitions, it had each definition illustrated. Of 20, time, 20 of 12. Possession, the glasses of yo. I mean, stop playing with me. So it was 21 definitions, all illustrated. And then you get the meaning based on what you were reading, context-wise.
Yeah.
And then you can reread it, and now you bright again. Yo, what?
What?
I just love it so much. I love Scientology so much for that reason.
I can tell, and I see why. Because it feeds more than just the spirit man.
Yep.
It feeds the mind.
Yeah, and it gives you answers. It gives you answers that you come across yourself. This is not some religion that has a doctrine.
You gotta
there
do
are
this,
some
you
things,
gotta do
there's some books that have some basic rules. There's a book called Advanced Procedures and Axioms. Axioms are rules. So they those are like universal laws. You read that book, ooh, Hercules, right? So we have that. But you come out of here, you on some spiritual college mode, and your ability level increases. That's the thing about Scientology, is that your abilities increase. Not hocus pocus.
Yeah,
We talk about your willingness to be better, your willingness to employ the things that you go, wow, that's so, I just thought of you, and you just walked up. How? Wow. No. Why don't you learn how to do that? Do it for real. I had these big time Scientologists at one event one time say, they say, what you think are miracles, we do every day.
Ooh, that's powerful. What you think are miracles, we do
every day. He just talking to me. I said, boy, you
that's heavy.
Go with it. Yeah.
That's heavy right there.
I just love it. I love that ability level. I love the willingness to be that big. It makes me what I am. I have, there will be Scientologists with 3 booths at this Black History Book Fair. Period. That we're having.
Okay.
They're actually one of the sponsors of, they're one of the sponsors of my Black History Book Fair in February. And so people will be able to get access to the books. They'll be I think they'll be doing some procedures there. Like we have something called Assist to help the body. I had a stroke back in 2009, and it was Scientology processes that brought me out of that bad boy. So we have a whole healing process that's like healing, like we would say in the South, hands-on healing, right?
Yeah.
But it's called Assist in Scientology. So girl, please, you get hurt, you sick, now we're going to get some assist done. And we really disseminate. I just kind of want to share, we have a book called The Way to Happiness. And we go out and pass them bad boys out in the street. Don't play with me.
Okay, come on now.
In the cars, Latino,
in the community.
In the community, look at them.
Yeah.
Look at the people smiling. Look at the brothers.
You can't be in a building. You can't be cooped up in a building. You got to get out in the trenches.
We got to get out. So we getting out and getting to people, right? And then, I mean, even for just my reality and what I do, I'm not learning all of this just so I learn it. I do workshops. Look at me and my people. Come on now. Come on now. We got audiences. I'm going through different subjects. I will focus on a particular subject. Like I might do one on the condition formulas so that they can identify if they are in affluence or in danger, or understand that there is a gradation for that. Even emotional tones. Oh, can you identify? I had them do a skit one time in one of my workshops where you had to identify what emotional tone do you see. Oh, she's at enthusiasm. Oh, she's at anger. Oh, look at him. He ain't doing that. He had apathy. So in Scientology, we have a gradation called the emotional tone scale, and it's from 40 to -40 of emotions. And so when I meet people, I'm able to identify what tone level is that, Mickey Ficky. Oh, girl. So, and here's just some more, me and other people, like straight up them in my workshops and coming and doing courses. And, you know, I don't take this lightly. When L. Ron said, use this to help your own people. I'm for real with that. Like, we got to make it go right.
And I love that he said that and even opened that door for that conversation. I was thinking about what you said earlier about money. You're talking about finance.
Sure.
And one of the topics that I've been touching on with some of like my followers lately, because, you know, with me doing astrology and things like that, Neptune is now in Aries at 0 degrees. It's a huge transit going to be affecting all our lives for the next decade or more.
Okay.
One of the things that I've been teaching people is that it's not about how much money you have. It's not about where you work. It is about you. And the topic that we covered the other day was when you change who you are, your money changes.
Oh, you better say that.
So see, you got to get to that level to understand that, overstand, okay, if you will. This thing that money follows identity, it doesn't follow effort. And that struck a chord with me when you said what you said a few minutes ago, because I was like, okay, that sounds like the same message.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, astrology is a science anyway, right?
Yep.
It's the same concept. I feel like another common misconception surrounding Scientology, and I want us to touch on this before, you know, because our time has really flown by. We went so deep in this thing today.
Don't play with me, girl. We could do 3, 7, 4, 5, 40 shows on Scientology with me.
I feel like we just scratching the surface tonight, but that's okay because we got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But I want you to speak on the misconceptions surrounding people of color and Scientology.
Sure.
Because it's a common misconception, and I can hear it, Vince. I can hear it. You know, that's something that white folks do.
Sure.
No, it's not. You just showed me pictures and pictures and pictures of people of color.
Look at us on staff.
Look at these beautiful folk here.
Look at these Scientologists on staff.
Look at my people. Look at my people. Look at my cousins. Look out.
That's right. So go ahead.
So I want you to speak to that, to dispel the myth somewhat. Do you feel as if that is a myth that is kind of, I would say, predicated upon the region that you're in? Because clearly in Chicago, you know, that ain't the case. There are plenty of people of color.
Sure. The bottom and the top line is this. L. Ron Hubbard white. What? Yeah. Like, it's not you know, this is a white man who made a religion, and who, you know what he said? He said, you attract who you are.
You do.
So, got it. So who the majority of people that related to L. Ron Hubbard? It would be white people, right? Okay, good. Yeah. But then L. Ron Hubbard himself, when you learn about him, I dare you, go to Scientology.org and look up them videos about him. He traveled the world, and he has stories. He even got stories about being in South Africa. You could go in South Africa right now. A lot of people are going to study Scientology in South Africa right now.
Wow.
Because of the churches they have there and the whole nine. So L. Ron Hubbard himself traveled the world. And then so you have the peopling of, you have he has a concept that talks about clearing the planet. Meaning we have a thing called clear, where you get rid of all that psychosomatic everything out of your
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
and you functioning without psychosomatic illnesses anymore and all of that. Now, so when he talks about clearing the planet, you got to understand these different cultures, right? Which is why you need ambassadors like myself of Scientology to take care of the culture. And that's my whole thing. You know, when I was at Celebrity Center, New York, I remember one day I had an event and we were in a reception area and 2 cops walked by and one of the cops was Black and he came back. He went in and he said, yo, what is this? Because it was so many Black people in there and it was a Scientology church. And I was like, what's up? Like, we just had an event, but I attract what I am. What?
Yes.
So I just bring in Black people to Scientology. And as you can see, the concepts are very simple and applied to life. So you can apply it to anything. And I think it's relevant to whoever we are and whatever culture we chose. That we chose. Let's be clear about that. That we chose. And those cultures are legitimate. That's what we live in, a world that tries to not de-legitimize who we are.
Right.
But I've found that Scientology makes me a stronger woman, a stronger African woman. And then I can place it properly and know why I chose it and then get my people to understand the same thing. Come on, let me help you understand freedom. Let's do that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I absolutely adore every bit of it. It's good to the last drop, like some Maxwell House coffee, child.
Yes.
I think what I'd like for you to also speak to is, let's just say, for instance, there are some people who are interested in doing a deeper dive. How might they do that? What would be a starting point? What would you recommend as a 23-year-old veteran in the game?
Go to Scientology.org and then go where it says location and then go put in your zip code, kid, because we all over the world.
Okay.
Look, you really want to rock. We even got a Scientology television network. Go look that up and go find that up. We even got a Scientology cruise ship called the Free Winds. What you want to do? What we want to do? So we big dogs up in here trying to tell you. So if you want though, you should go to Scientology.org and then go to the location, the locator, and put in your zip code and see what the closest church is to where you are.
Okay.
At the bottom of the screen, though, is for my Chi-Town people. That's the address of the Church of Scientology in Chicago, 650 South Clark Street in Chicago. All right, so that's how Chicago. But we got them all over the world. It's three churches in New York. It's 7 churches, I think, in California. Boopity boppity boop. I know they got one in Atlanta and Nashville.
Okay, so, I didn't know there was one in Atlanta, girl. I didn't know that.
Girl, please. That's who I went to the Free Winds with the crew from the Atlanta church. Back then in 2005, I went on the Free Winds with them. But yeah, girl, we all over. No doubt about it.
Empress Queen 229 is saying, love it. She loves this. She loves every bit.
I will have you eating this up, baby. Ooh, Scientology is scrumptious.
I cannot wait. I'm going to have to get the book on Dianetics. I've got to get that. I have got to get it. It cannot. There's a spot waiting right now on my bookshelf for that. Okay.
I have it shipped to your house, baby.
Look here. She said, I just found one in Atlanta. See? She already did her homework. She said, I just found the one in Atlanta.
Girl, let me know. I'll call my people and get you taken care of, booby. I'll take care of you.
I love that. Well, sister, guess what?
It's time to go.
It's already time to go. And I don't want to leave. I'm just like, oh my God, I have so many more questions. Linnea Ingram is saying, great info. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For spending time with us and for, opening yourself up.
Yes.
And this is what we have to begin doing. We got to start having these conversations. We got to open ourselves up to something different, something new, because you never know what you might learn. But I think that was the commercial that used to come on, the more you know. The more you know. And I've been enlightened. So many others have been and are going to be enlightened as time goes on. And I just think that, you are so very fortunate to have found the Church of Scientology. It seems to have blessed you in so many ways, my sister.
You got it.
I just wish, God's richest blessings upon you as you continue on your journey. I know that I want to plug really quickly. Oh, Janice, hey, come on here, Janice. Very well done, Asada. And
Thank you, baby.
Very well done. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I do want for us really quickly before we leave tonight. I know that the book fair is coming up now. Go ahead and let's go ahead and plug that really quickly, sister.
No problem, y'all. Look, real deal. At the bottom of the screen, we have the Soulful Chicago Black History Book Fair coming up February 15th. That's a Sunday. And what I do is I promote Black writers. We're going to increase the Black literary marketplace. And I do so here in Chicago. This is the home of Gwendolyn Brooks, Lorraine Hansberry, and all of that. And so I'm an author myself. So why not take the stage? And that's what I do, create a stage for Black writers. So it's coming up. You can go to soulfulchicagobookfair.com and get the details.
Yes. So I hate that we won't be there this year. We won't make this one, but hope to be back with you, Corey and I. Next year when he by that time his second edition of Freedom Summer should be out.
Oh, I love that. That's her husband, y'all. He's an author of my book fair.
Yes.
Nice.
And that's how I met the amazing.
That's how I met you. That's right.
Thank you again, sis. Gratitude for you coming to spend some time with me tonight and for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us. I know this is not the last time we'll talk about this. I'm going to have you back for a part 2.
I love it. We got part 40. I'm down. I'm up.
Maybe if we give Janice a little bit of time, maybe she'll come on board as well, and we will hear from her. That would be so lovely.
I love it. I got the Black Scientologists on lock, baby. What's up? You can have a lot of guests. What you want? 5 guests, 10 guests? We'll get it all done.
Listen, we can have a whole panel. Why not?
Let's go.
Why not?
I like it.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming to spend time with us tonight. This has been season 2 opener, episode 1 with Asada Kirkland, and she told us what it's like to be a Scientologist. And so now we have a very good idea. I wish you all a beautiful night, and we're going to close out with a word from the Female Solution. Good night.
Bye.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, Ngiyabonga. Senegal, Jaref. Kenya, Asante. Israel, Toda. Pakistan, Shukriya. Afghanistan, Tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.